doing? Well, you know what? I really don't have much to do around here today, so I'm bored. I'm waiting on parts for cars, but like I said, I'm bored. So I started a project. I actually got a shopping gopher that cost nothing, and I stripped it down, and now she has nothing left, and I have to figure out what I'm doing with it. So the idea is to make her into a drift go-kart, but let's see how we go and if we even get there. Alright, let's go!
Alright guys, so this is the old shopping cart. This is what it used to look like. But seeing as I've done the teardown process, we'll jump to what it looks like now.
So as you see, it's all stripped down to the bare frame now. Battery set up there, motors in there, which is in the shed and all stripped down. I don't think I'll be using that, so we're going to have to find another motor source, whether it's going to be electric or petrol. But I'm going to be chopping it about here and then making the footwells about here with a pulse. So these can stick about there. I think that's the position I want them in. So yes, that's the side of it right there, but that's the frame of the Gopher kart, so we're just going to work with that. So these are actually half decent, you know. These are actually came on the Gopher kart. They came with these little knuckles and arms, so I will be probably cutting this there and then reusing these and cutting this one in half. I'll be making the steering rack somewhere over there, seeing as it goes straight up. I'm not going to do a little cart, so it'll be a go-kart, so it'll probably come up through there at an angle of some sort. But it's a cart, we'll figure it out. But it's just an idea, and let's turn this idea into a moving cart. Okay, so we made some cuts, taking the rear end off. Now this right here, hang on, used to be the front. This is where all the steering and everything went in, the wheels, the shafts, the suspension. There's the center, obviously. Batteries went all up around here. That's the cut off part where the batteries went. Now, the back is the front, and the front is the back. I will be welding some other poles to hold the axle and everything, and then probably mount the tray up here for batteries if we go electric, but then otherwise, if it's going to be the motor, obviously we're going to have stuff sticking out around there anyway. So the front is now the back, and the back is now the front. So right now I'm working on using and repurposing these knuckles and making them fit and work, and making these fit and work because we really only want one hook to here and to here. Obviously I'm going to make a double pickup bracket. These are the ones we'll be repurposing, those two, so I can make one come from here to there, and the same on the other side, from there to the other one on the other side. Hopefully the repurposing job goes well and it comes out all right. So pretty much it's going to be a small drift cart. Hopefully the stem of the steering wheel will come straight up with a wheel on here. That's where I'm going with that right now. It might change as I go along because it looks like the frame's a bit long for what I was just thinking. I might actually have to pull the steering back a little bit. That actually might work a little bit better. So that'll go about there. Point for the wheels, so if we can get max out of it, when we get some mad angles, maybe. But if we can do it, it'll do it. So I don't want to use too much other steel other than what came with this Gopher shopping cart. Alright, so whatever's that is, I'll try to use everything off that to make little brackets or whatever hell I need to do. Repurpose that as a control arm, I guess. So I'm going to carry on with the suspension, finding out places to put it, making cuts, and set up some welds. Alright, let's get into that. Alright, so this is where I am so far. Obviously I took the arm and chopped it in half, and put in a placement as to where I'm going to maybe put it. And they have a bit of a bend on them, so it's going to have a slide camber on it. Cool. I don't know. For now, as far as the basic build, that gets hard welded. So we got that camber angle on that side. And we got that camber angle on that side. Not bad. Alright.
A few moments later.
Alright, so missed a bit of recording as I've changed the design a little bit. So this is where I am now. So check this out. So where am I right now? Right now, okay, I'm working on the steering, the pickup point for those arms. So that pickup point for that. So out here. May have to extend those, but yeah, this is what I'm working on. Right now we're just going to chuck a couple tacks in just to hold it in place, and then I'll work on the steering positioning, and then I'm going to come back and work on, where are these knuckles or spindles. Work on positioning these spindles up here, so around there. Alright, so I'm going to get back into that and I'll be back. Alright, so right now we're going to check this out real quick. I'm just going to put some slight cuts in these control arms on an angle so we can get some camber on the front. So that's what I'm doing right now with a grinder, with a cutting blade. So check this out. So I've done one already, so there's one. And that's the angle we're going to have it on. This is the other one, it's still straight. Just got to put the same angle on that and then weld them in there. I'll probably put a plate underneath or something, like a gusset or just a bracket in between that corner, just to reinforce it. What a mess, but it's coming along. Yeah, we will get there. Okay, next step. So nasty, I know. It's tacked in place. Okay, we've got this one I put on this angle. This is pretty sensible. And then I doubled the amount on this side. So you can see that this one here is got a lot more camber on it than this side. Just wanted to test the two, see how the wheels came out, so what type of angle they were on, whether I adjust this one for less camber or adjust this one for more camber.
Okay guys, so I've decided to start welding the side with the most angle, obviously. So this side's getting welded solid in place right now, and I'll go to the other side and readjust the angle and put that one on that side, so they'll both be on the same intense angle. So this camber is going to be crazy. Alright, now let's get back into this welding. Good morning.
here. I'm gonna just chuck the spindles on and then chuck the wheels on for fitting and see where I'm at with that. Alright, here we go. Alright, so as you can see, it's like 8:30 at night now, and this is how far we've gotten. So let's have a look. So as you can see, we've got the control arms on over here, and you can already see just by looking at them, they have their camber. That is the camber. I mean, it's not too hectic. This side looks more hectic than the other side, but it's just the table. It's got a big bow in it. So they're done. They're solid arms. Okay, so we got all these fitted as well. And I had the other one on the other side, all cut up and made, welded, and she's looking shocking, but she works. We got the steering, tie rod, adjustable arms in and fitted onto this one, because this is the one that pitches more angle, so we got a lot of lock. And so I got 2 pickup points here for this one. We got one here and one here. So I'm using this one obviously because this is the one that gives you most steering lock. And then coming down here, this is the one that we made up. Obviously, there's a cake weld to weld. I cut the other short one in half, and then welded the rod on the end. And you know, I'll shave that all off, straighten it up. But given this position, we're able to get a lot of lock out of it. So let me just put this over here. Hang it off there. So there it is now. So as we can see, that's where we are. Okay, so but we got that. So there's your bump stop on for that one. Got lock, and we got a full lock that way, and all the clearance, so she does not going to scrape unless she doesn't even touch any tires. She's got full clearance that way, and full clearance that way. Turn it back. So that's where I am right now with all of this so far. Probably going to bring today to a close because we had a family barbecue. I can smell it cooking and I need to get over to the food. Alright, so I'm going to pick this up in the morning and I'll be back. Alright.